You're not special, Tracy. We all got one.
Hey, we got. I got 7 p.m.
Okay.
So it's right at 7. They will be here shortly.
Three times on this disconnect. And the last time, yelling at the forensic. The lady that was supposed to stay with you says, you're still on the line. I said, not with me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father in heaven, we come to you again tonight in the name of Jesus. Father, we invite you into our presence today, Lord, that you might lead us and guide us in our thinking. Lord, keep us with peaceful hearts and centered minds, Lord God, on the jobs that need to be done for the benefit of the city. And we thank you, Father, for those attending. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, we will have the treasurer's report.
Treasury report for July 2025. City clerk got 230.85. City treasurer got 277.05. Our streets was 338.44. Legion Hall was 174.47. Horton headlight for the budget in the paper was 127.50. Got diesel at Ag Partners was $6. Building check $15. Brown County roads chip and seal $12,512. And our ending balance at $8,367.44. On the water side, our waste operator got $100. Our water operator got $200. Our meter reader got $100. The barn electricity was $29.65. The pump house electricity was $38.04. We only used 312 units of water at $499.20. Our debt was $430. Rowan installed a meter at $100. Our KDHE drinking water was $120, with our ending balance of $39,916.03.
Where is that meter installed at?
Probably those are Sean's.
Did they send you a bill for the streets? The estimate they gave us was right at $9,000.
Yeah, there's a bill, there's $12,500.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they use more rock or oil, or do they charge us for labor? I wonder, I kind of assumed they wasn't going to charge us for labor, maybe they did. That's $3,000, there's $500 higher than what they estimated.
It says the chip was at 80 tons at 50 apiece is 4,000. And then it says Vance Brothers, 3,800 gallon, $2.24 a time, and it's 8,512, a total of 12,512.
And this is the estimate, it's supposed to be just at 9,000, just under 9,000.
one from, Kari's up there for $750. It does have a warranty, and it has everything on it that we need.
While council signing that paper, I'll go ahead and read the minutes, Ms. Vicky not able to make it tonight. This is July 7th, 2025. The Powhattan City meeting came to order at 7 p.m. Mayor Jim Foster started the meeting with a pledge and prayer. We had 5 council members, 9 members, treasurer Shelley Dodge, and city clerk Vicky Sheets. Vicky Sheets read the minutes from the June meeting. Jackson Zimmers made a motion to approve the June minutes, and Dale Sheets seconded the motion. Motion carried. Dale Shelley Dodge read the treasurer's report with the upcoming bills and other bills that had come in as well. Shirley Ashton made a motion to accept the treasurer's report. Tracy Sharp seconded, carried 5-0. Shelley Dodge also talked about the budget with Carolyn Brock, which will need to be signed next month. Shelley Dodge also brought up that the city's clerk computer crashed and her computer guy had one for $750. I think that's just what she was commenting about, Mr. Mayor. Shelley Dodge brought up that the Powhattan Fire Department needs the city to pay for their insurance since they have not gotten their budget for the year. On the pause there, I have a question about that. This conflict we're having with the fire department.
Oh, I talked to the city about it.
Pardon?
I talked to the city about it, about whether or not I needed to abstain. She said generally the state of Kansas, if you're not getting paid, doesn't care.
Say that again?
That if I'm not being paid, there's no monetary reason, I don't have to abstain. I just talked to him, what day was that, Jackie? That I went and paid all that stuff.
I don't know.
Oh, it's with you too.
You mentioned it, I think, last week sometime,
When you took me to the courthouse.
Wednesday or Thursday of last week.
Was that with the league with this one? The league is about it?
You know, she asked if it's important.
Okay,
I wasn't there.
it says that, the department, the city has to pay for the insurance. The fire department is covered under the city insurance, and I don't see a necessity for paying another insurance company. And that's what Mr. Pollock was requesting. Not only that, but then he's requesting insurance from, is it SBS? Is that the insurance company, Luke?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
That's the agent.
SBS?
That's the company that deals with the insurance for us. That's who we go through.
You know, I don't feel we need to pay for 2 insurances.
What does the insurance the city carries cover?
It covers the fire department equipment and stuff.
Does
Like
it
it
cover
does the city
replacement or
center.
anything like that?
Pardon?
Does it cover any sort of replacement?
Cover replacement?
Yeah, like if the equipment somehow got destroyed or caught on fire or whatever, you know.
I don't know that it covers replacement, no.
So are the or the fire department vehicles covered under our insurance?
Yes,
They are.
yes.
But what kind of coverage?
Well, you have to call them and get specific about that.
And who do we go through?
Pardon?
Who do we go through?
Do you know if there's stuff that SBS covers that Maximum doesn't cover?
I'm confident that there's quite a bit of coverage with the fire department's current policy that's not covered under the standard city policy. I'm willing to look into it further. I mean, I don't wanna duplicate coverage, so
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to look
Yeah,
into it.
that's
But-
what I'm,
We've never received any documentation of like liability coverage for the fire trucks. As far as I know, they're not listed for liability coverage. Now
From the
there
city.
now there may be a blanket clause or something in that policy that covers them, but we don't have any documentation at the fire department from the city's policy that would indicate that there's any coverage.
okay,
There may be some general liability duplication of coverage there.
yeah,
That's pretty minor in the grand scheme of what the policies cover. But I'm willing to look into it and see if there's a way that we can reduce costs. I mean, I'm always willing to reduce costs as long as we're getting a similar value for the city.
yeah,
The city's already paying for, like you said, duplicate coverage, there's no sense in paying twice for the same.
yeah.
Right. But if it's not covering the same thing, then
Yeah.
we need to know what we're comparing apples to apples.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you can check into it, but I'll check into it also with our insurance man.
So am I able to contact the city's insurance company? Are you gonna get the information for me, or where do I get how am I supposed to compare what the city has for coverage? Can I get that through the city office, or?
Yeah, when I get the information that we need, you help me.
Okay.
Yes.
So you'll provide that when you get that information from the city's insurance company, okay?
But then you had a bill for another insurance company. For handling the city things about the insurance. I forget now what the name of the company was.
It was SBS, wasn't it?
No, there's another.
Oh, another one?
Yeah.
The policy with,
Prudent Insurance Agency or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was a check written from David Barr for $1,871 in 24. I believe that was a Prudent Insurance or Prudent Agency Incorporated is what it was.
Provident, maybe?
Provident?
Is it Provident?
Maybe Provident.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was a bill that was mistakenly put in the fire department insurance that is for the Firefighters Relief Association. And that was reimbursed to the fire department. That's not a fire department insurance policy.
Okay.
Okay. Dale Sheets made a motion to table the fire department budget until August. Jackie Zimmer seconded the motion. Motion carried 4-1 with Sharon Wood abstaining from voting. Dale Sheets talked about the gazebo motion that the Leon Winger family didn't have any problems with it being torn down. Dale Sheets made a motion to talk about the gazebo, and Shirley Ashton seconded to take down the gazebo. Shirley hadn't seconded the motion. Carried. All wires are down. New business, water, the lid would be painted blue this next month. We discussed raising the rates for the sewer, but after some discussion, the city decided to table raising the sewage rates until our water bill comes down. We will investigate it for the future to raise the rates. Dale Sheets made the motion to table it for the future. Chair Wood seconded the motion. Motion carried. Streets, Dale Sheets, thanks to Dale Sheets and Barry Sheets for working on the streets before the oiling. Fairview Township did a great job on the streets, thanks to Dennis Wagner for hauling the coal pack for free. Parks, Jackie Zimmers, David Dell has been contacted about the benches. We'll work on them as soon as he gets the supplies. Public comment, Sarah Gervin stated that she didn't have the money yet at the last time she checked. She would like to put 4 park benches in the park. The Legion Hall conservation plan opens March first through the end of June 30th. Sarah has more forms if anyone wants one to donate to. The Legion Hall is still working on getting funds for putting the carpet in the Legion Hall. They had the doors open for several Powhattan alumni to look at the progress that has been made. Dennis Wagner let the city know that the Legion will be having an ice cream social fundraiser to help bring in some money to help with the carpet and give the community something fun to do as well. And I'd like to say there that I believe we had a terrific turnout for that social. Yeah, we had people around here all day long. Terry Hirsch wanted to let the city know that the flagpole in the park was put in by Billy Lowe family when he died. Terry Hirsch recommended that the flagpole be painted white, put a light on the pole and a blue string along with a plaque in remembrance of Billy Lowe. Ordinance 72 will be ordered until next meeting. The city wants to revise the ordinance and see what other cities do. Tracy Sharp made a motion to adjourn. Chair Willie seconded the motion. Motion carried. Reminders, next meeting will be August 4th at 7 p.m.
Mine says September 1st.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
They all say September first, like
Yeah.
mine.
it's September the first.
Mine says September the 1st.
I know, I changed it on them because it's not supposed to be September first, it's supposed to be August.
Yeah. In the July minutes, it should have been August, yes, you're right.
Okay, is there any corrections or deletions to the minutes?
One thing that's not in the minutes is the motion that I made, and I think Jackie seconded, about getting the printer back from the fire department to the city,
Yes,
was not in there.
Vicky, did not, I believe, I don't think she got the letter printed up to send to you, formal request for that.
Yeah, but it still should have been in the minutes, so we have
Yes,
a record of it
sure.
somewhere.
It should have been in the minutes.
So we'll need to
We'll add that.
add it to the minutes
It'll
that
have
we
to be
give back
added
to,
to the minutes, yeah.
as a correction.
I think Jackie seconded that. I know I made the motion. I think Jackie seconded that.
So I make a motion, we accept the minutes as written, except for the corrections.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried. Okay, report to the officers, parks and buildings.
So far, there's nothing going on that I've been notified of or asked to use.
Okay.
I do have a question. Are you going to have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
Didn't I do that?
No.
That's my mistake. I did. Okay. Yep. Motion to accept the treasurer's report.
I make a motion we accept it.
I'll second.
Okay, motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carried.
Took it to see the water back down where it's supposed to be. I don't know what the deal was, but.
I got this month's bill already, I got it today, it's 162, it's the lowest I've ever seen it.
Wow.
Okay, anything, you stay up on the streets?
On the streets, no, not on the streets, I don't think we did anything on the streets, Barry, after the, but I where the extra was at, I don't know why.
Okay, so Bill had a question about the charge from the county on the,
I do have a bill for the park. Alright,
but you said you didn't have none.
I just looked at it. I bought 6 light bulbs for the outside over at the Childer House.
Okay, water, sewer,
I don't have anything new.
how's your program coming on?
Oh, that guy. I called and, I got a voicemail. I'll keep trying until I reach him.
Okay, how about the, what was that?
It's been a while since we did it.
DMR,
Okay,
D?
the DMR reports.
Yeah, I do need to get those.
Did you get that training?
No, there's no training for the DMR reports. That's, we do testing every quarter, or, well, I guess we don't have to do testing. But there's supposed to be a report every quarter, even if we don't report, we need to, hey, we didn't do anything. And I haven't gotten any of those in, I need to get up.
I know we're about 5 behind, and
Yes.
they're gonna find us pretty soon.
Yes. And I'm planning on getting up to the library. I've tried doing it on my phone and my phone won't do it, so, yes, I need to get up to the library and I will get that done.
Okay.
I think you mentioned that you was using help with those two, or no?
Yeah, she asked me about helping me get printing
Yeah,
off
get,
some sort of directions or something to,
To get it done. Yeah.
I haven't gotten that yet.
Okay, how about the wastewater license?
Oh.
Where you at on that?
I thought that's what you was talking about at first. Yeah, I tried calling. Vicky sent me an email and I just got it a few days ago, or found it. I hardly ever check my email, but, found it and I tried calling the guy and got a voicemail. And I'll keep calling him until I get through.
Yeah, to get your classes, is that what you're?
Yeah, to talk to him about getting enrolled, whatnot.
They used to send out a flyer that used to have the classes listed, but I don't know if they still do that. The city we used to get them, huh?
Let's see how big they do.
Yeah.
If we get one, we need to get it to Tracy so he knows what's coming out.
Yeah.
Who would get that? Vicky through the mail, is she the one that collects the mail?
We got an email and I forwarded it to you,
Yeah, that's the email that I got.
and you can't find it, I need to email it to you again?
No. We're talking about the classes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I seen it and I tried calling the guy on the email.
Yeah, so he got the flyer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you got the business end.
So you're having trouble getting hold of him, is that what you're saying?
Well, I've only tried calling him once so far, but, I will continue trying.
Okay, new business. Anybody have anything?
I don't know if it's, I would probably consider it old business. Where are we at on the printer from the fire department? Did we have, we made that as a motion last meeting to be returned by August 4th, which is today. or something asking for that back, he was, I mean, he was right sitting out there. He got it on his recording, so he knows that that was supposed to be returned by today.
Do you have objections to returning that printer, Luke?
I was not directed to return the printer. You did not specify who you wanted to return it.
I talked and said it should be returned by August.
I know you talked about getting it returned, but you didn't direct me to return it.
He's saying who, the person, he didn't say who should.
You just talked earlier in the meeting that Vicky was gonna send a letter, which would have been nice to have a letter, but you didn't even direct me in the meeting to do it.
Right, so we need to do the letter then, and make sure that you direct it directly to him.
Also, I don't know if it's old or new business, but I have a list of questions that I mailed to the fire chief a week ago today, so it wasn't very quick. But, I'll give everybody a list of questions that I sent, if you wanna take one and pass that around, Mr. Mayor. I haven't received a response yet, I don't know if the city received anything or not. And we're still waiting on a response to those questions.
Oh, is there two? No, that's the same.
We got an extra.
You want the extra?
Uh,
Oh, there's
Oh,
two
the extra
extra.
was probably for Vicky.
Yeah, I made some copies, yeah, just pass it that way.
Yeah, what pass it out?
Cause one of these for Vicky, I'll put it on her desk, and she
Yeah.
can get the rest of her stuff.
Yeah, we want to get this. Okay, and, until we get some answers to these questions, or any other council member have questions, we need to give those to the fire chief. And until we get answers, satisfactory answers to these, we don't need to give the fire department any money.
Dale,
We
can
need to
I,
know where all this money went, that, where these questions are.
can I address that?
Sure. Copy.
Part of the reason I requested to take a picture of your notes at the last meeting was so I could get a start on getting your
I was
answers.
late getting that,
So-
we had a little problem after the meeting, so that
And then-
kind of threw me off a little bit.
Once you ask for written response, which I appreciate, they should be written responses. I appreciate the written questions. Those are mostly typed up. I had a close friend's family member passed away. I had a funeral to go today, so I
Sorry about
couldn't quite get them printed off, but most of those answers are typed up. I'll forward those to the city's email address so that they can be distributed prior to the next meeting,
Okay,
so that you guys have a chance to review those. Most of those are typed up and ready to go, and if you have follow-up questions, that way, maybe we can get those, forwarded back, and I can follow up on any additional questions that you have, and maybe we can have the answers to those prior to the next meeting, if we can
okay.
get questions back and forth quick enough if there are any follow-up questions, so.
Sounds good.
So what you already typed up is the answers to these?
Yes, Dale mailed those out last Monday, so by the time I got that list of questions, which was the first chance I had to actually see his list of questions, then I just haven't had the time. I was hoping to finish it up today, and I was super close, but by the time we had that funeral today, I wasn't able to quite get everything put together and print copies off and be able to get it to you in a timely manner, so.
Sounds good.
I guess also, the gazebo is down thanks to co-op. They pushed that down with their loader, cut the lumber up what we could, hauled it off. And then the roof is still in one piece. Co-op's gonna haul that off when we go to the landfill. I told them if there was gonna be a charge for landfill to present that to the city. He said he didn't think there would be, but if there is, I told him to present to the city. There's still a slab over there, a cement slab. The slab is okay, the only problem is, when they built the gazebo, they poured piers to set the posts on. There were 6 piers, and those piers aren't even with the top of the cement. So it's got a
So,
tripping
Hazard.
hazard. Yeah.
yeah.
So, if we, I don't know of any way, I don't have any way of cutting those piers off to floor level of that slab.
I wonder what would be maybe an estimate of a chisel,
Yeah, but
break that up.
to level it off even, you'd have to cut them off with some type of a cement saw
Yeah.
to make it even.
Yeah.
Or we just take the slab out, put dirt in, plant grass. You don't have to worry about mowing around it, you just mow the topsoil. I don't know what the city wants to do. Co-op said they would get rid of that if we wanted it gone.
Well, I think that's a good bet right there.
Yeah.
So we need a motion to go ahead and ask the co-op to remove that slab.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries.
Call it and talk to John about that.
Okay.
Also, I wanted to say that the benches that were done look great. The new benches they did and put out here.
Is that what Dave just did?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought those looked familiar.
Yeah, they look really nice. You need to maybe place those, maybe one out in front of the post office there on the west side, so if somebody comes up and wants to sit, you know, rest. The other one's fine where it's at, but yeah, I think this is a good job. So, when you send him maybe a thank you note or something,
Yes.
that we appreciate that.
Okay, I have, point here to discuss. I think we should, put an ad in the paper, box ad, not just a little old, box, 3x4. Thanking the community for helping with the ice cream social. And greatly, everyone that came helped us with that. What do you think?
What kind of just a little thank you, that's what you're saying? Appreciation.
Yeah, just a little ad about like that. You know, you put it, just a little ad in paper, it's what? Maybe an inch and a half wide.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
need a
people,
box.
you know, they just overlook it, but if you put a box ad in there, that catches people's eyes. It'll cost a little more, but like I said, I think, we owe a lot to the community for showing up at the ice cream social sponsored by the Legion.
yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
Motion, please.
I'll make a motion to put a, thank you note, box in the open paper, thanking the community for their support for the ice cream social.
I'll second.
Sponsored by the American Legion. You second, Jackie? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, if there's no other council business, community input, Ms. Sarah?
Legion, you wanna go first, or?
I would like to thank the community too for supporting the ice cream social. It's very successful. I think everybody had a good time. A hot day in July, but the ice cream was great and everybody had a good time. And appreciate maybe Dennis and Bob, do you wanna say anything about it?
Only thing you liked was a little show and dance.
I'm sorry?
Repeat that for the rest of us.
Sure, dance.
I said,
Hey, Bob.
give me, I said the only thing you liked was a little show and dance.
Well, we really appreciate all the ones that turned out, and, for your records, the Legion took in $2,025 worth of donations
Wow.
That's great.
for the ice cream social.
Yes, great.
And I think everybody had all the ice cream they wanted, because we couldn't push it any wrong.
Did you reach your goal?
I think so.
comments from people outside of Powhatan that enjoyed coming to Powhatan and visiting. You know, one guy that showed up that really had a good time was the old Berwick man.
Oh, yeah.
He,
Bob.
I seen him out at the Sack and Fox truck stop that morning. They were headed McLeod or somewhere to a thrashing bee, and he wanted to know what I was getting all the ice for. And I told him I was going to have an ice cream social. Well, he said, if we get too hot down there, we'll come back by, and they did, and they. I suppose we could have did a little better job advertising, but we did what we did. So I think it was.
I think everybody had a good time.
It was in our books. We was well satisfied with the turnout.
It was good success.
And after it was all over, we found out it was National Ice Cream Day.
I know, this is really cool, yeah.
You don't have to admit that. We knew it all along.
We should have advertised it that way.
Okay, any public comments, input, output, something?
Okay, I have, we had, Powhatan Beautification and Improvement Fund on the match days. We had 14 donors, all individuals, no organizations. We had $2,827.28 donated